Hello and welcome to Nanapod, a podcast dedicated to the fantastic manga written by A. Yazawa. I'm Crystal, and I'm joined by my best girl Kirsten as we dissect this manga, discussing everything from the emotions, the cultural impact, as well as any headcanons that might be floating around in our brains. With this podcast, we hope to preserve a shoujo staple that sadly hasn't been talked about in a very long time. So come with us. We're waiting for you in apartment 707.
Chapter 49. Welcome to Nanapod.
Yay!
We had a long catch-up sesh.
We did. We usually do.
Cats.
Yes.
Jesus. Land back.
Land back. Yes, all of those three things in that
You're
order.
allowed to still like Harry Potter and also know that Rowling is a turf.
Yes. Both things can be true.
Or the
You
one
can
thing
have-
can be true at the same time. You shouldn't beat
Yes.
up your inner child because you grew up and saw something else.
Yes. It's really painful. It took me so long to process. Dude.
And like I won't wear stuff in public. Like I don't own any more merch or anything. Because I do want to be sensitive to other people's feelings, but it doesn't mean that I'm not going to still have like a soft spot in my heart for it.
Yeah, I mean, I have I have fan art that I do because I love to do fan art of Harry Potter, but I don't vend it in queer spaces,
Right.
like ever.
That's respectful.
So, yeah, it would make people feel away, so I don't do it.
Absolutely. That's so valid. So we're in chapter 49.
Mm-hmm.
And it says, I offered to help Nana go pick up her certificates. Jesus Christ, I've been sick, okay? To which Nana was emphatically opposed. Emphatically opposed.
Empathetic.
She was emphatically opposed. I didn't mind and wanted to be helpful. Maybe, yes. This must be unrequited love. And it's like she's making star-shaped cookies because China.
Because China. Save us. Please. Please.
China, I'm not a new fan. I'm not new. I'm not new, I promise.
China, I've always wanted to love you, but was never allowed until this moment. So that's what it is.
I've been defending you most of my life.
Isn't it nice you don't have to do that so much anymore, though?
Oh, God. Yeah, in some spaces. In some, they've just tripled down, and I'm like, whoa. Let me show you. So we have a color and then black and white photo of Nana drinking her Seagram's 7.
Mm-hmm.
And then we've got a little cute like door sign and it says 302. And it's the apartment of Hachi and Takumi. And Hachi answers the door and she's like, welcome home. In her little apron and super happy-go-lucky. And Takumi just raises an eyebrow and then he's got a little sweat bead and she's like super sweet. And he's like, what are you doing here? And she's like, you hungry? Weren't you going to leave? He says. And she's like, I've got the bath filled and ready and waiting. And he looks so annoyed. And he's like, well, we're certainly not on the same page here. Am I talking to myself? And then, like, in little letters, it says, and if so, I wish she'd leave me alone.
Dang, Takumi.
Right? And then she's, like, singing, and she's like, hey, I just made cookies. Want to try some? Still hot and gooey. And we like, bombastic side-eye. Like, that's a hard side. And he's like, cookies? You're baking this late at night? You'll get fat. And then she's like, they're for Shin-chan's birthday present. Should I top them with sprinkles? And he says, if they're for Shin's birthday, you should have made them yesterday. And listen to what I said, he yelled. Or did you already forget? And now she's like fake crying. Maybe real crying. We don't know. It's Hachi. Drink your water. I'm sorry. I interfered with your work. Sob, sob, sob. And now he's just walking off and he's like, look, it's okay. I'm going to take a bath. And she's like, she's like nibbling on a cookie behind him.
Mm-hmm.
And this is puff, puff, puff. There's a rubber ducky. Now they're in the bath together. And he's like, why are you in here too? I can't smoke then. And she's like, why shouldn't I be? She's having a tantrum. I put off sleep to wait for you, you know. Be nice. And now he looks forlorn. And he says, have you decided not to leave? And she's like, not necessarily. But after some reflection, I thought I understand where you're coming from. And now he looks annoyed again. Realized you were wrong, eh? With dots above his head. And now she's saying, so please try to understand my feelings also, okay? I'm like a surrogate mom to Shin-chan, so I wanted to celebrate his birthday more than anything. And he's like, what do you mean surrogate mom? And she's like, how should I say this? Shin seems to have been abandoned by his parents, so I want to try to give him that feeling of being loved by family. You'll help too, right, Takumi? And now he like has his nose to the rubber ducky.
Mm-hmm.
Like, hey, what's this got to do with me? Right, Pookie? Pookie, or Poochie, is the rubber ducky.
Yep.
And she's like, but Takumi, you'll be a papa soon, right? And if you don't understand the heart of a parent, I'm not going to be confident in having our baby. And then he says, that's different. You can't put the two together. I'll definitely love and care for Sachiko, just like Lil Poochie here. And she's like, it's not different. I care about Shin-chan as though he's my own son, as if I raised him myself. And if you can't too, I will leave. And she's like serious.
Yeah, she's like totally serious.
She's so serious. And he's like, all right. And she's like, Takumi. She's so, I've never seen her that serious.
I like that that's her hard line. If you don't love Shin, I'm leaving you.
That's it.
That's it.
This or nothing.
This or nothing.
Shin or nothing. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Like, she's his ride or die.
I love that.
Shin deserves a ride or die.
He does.
He does. He's just a nice little boy.
Mm-hmm.
So then he's like, I don't really care what happens to Shin, but I can see how much you care for him, and I understand that feeling very well. And she says, what do you mean you don't care? She looks like she's out of a horror manga, and she's got her hand on his neck.
She's choking him.
Yeah, for real. And he's like, no, it's not that I wish him harm, but if you think he's so cute and great, then do something about him. And she's like, what do you mean? And then Takumi's like, he's doing Rira.
Oh, dang.
Didn't need to go there.
Right?
It didn't. That wasn't necessary.
No.
Not really.
Yeah, he did
And now
not
she
say
looks
that.
shocked.
Mm-mm.
Says, what?
Yeah.
And then the phone rings. We have a scene change. So, like, he didn't need to say that. He really didn't.
I guess she got it.
Yes. It will get him in trouble. So.
Yeah, it will.
I guess, like, if Takumi's gonna play Shin Papa,
Mm-hmm.
like, that is a Papa move.
Yeah. I'm gonna play him like he's cast in a production.
I guess.
It's a phone and it goes beep. And it
It's
says
a phone.
Layla. It's phone, yeah, and it goes beep, and it's from Layla. And oh, okay, so we have a date and time. We have a date and time. We do is at November 3rd, 2001. We need our timeline
Timeline.
at 1:06.
Timeline. November 3. 3 text from Rira. And so this is after
the birthday parties.
Takumi tells Hachi Shin is sleeping with Rira.
Hmm. Straight out of the gate.
No kidding. And this is chapter 49. Okay, got it.
Yeah. And it says, it's a response. It says, tonight. It says, I'm home. And it goes beep. And then Nana's like, this hotel room's so dark. Isn't there some way I could get some light over here? And Shin's like, yeah, just call the front desk. They'll bring you a lamp. Want me to call them? And she's like, you sure know a lot, 'cause this is where you do your business. And he just picks up the phone with all the dots. And then there's a ding dong, and Shin gets up, hey, with a heart. Is that Ren? And Nana's like, damn, how can I write lyrics with all these distractions? And it is Ren standing outside the door, and there's a creak as Shin opens the door, and he says, honey, I'm home, to Shin with a heart. And Shin says, welcome home, darling. And then there's a heart, and then hugs him.
Nana looks so annoyed.
Yep. And then, because he gives him a kiss. And then she's even more annoyed. And then Ren gives him like an actual kiss and is kind of like feeling up his shirt. And all of the shippers went wild that day. And Nana's just like, what are you doing? And Ren is like, oh, you're here? She caught us. And Shin just goes, hee hee, with a heart. And then Ren is like whispering, is like, next time, come over when Nana's not around. And Shin's like, totally. I charge extra for guys. 150,000 yen a night. But I'll give you a discount, Ren.
Oh my god.
10% off. Only 10% off. 10% off.
Tax. You don't have to pay tax.
You don't have to pay tax. How nice for you. And Nana's like, Shin, I thought you were straight. And he just looks at her and he's like, when was that? People change, you know. But you never change, Nana. And she's like, excuse me. And he's like, well, I better get going, but I'll be back. And he goes,
So in mine he says, I don't ever remember having that conversation. And people can change day by day. Of course, you never change, do you, Nana? I never remember having that conversation.
I mean, he didn't.
He never has.
Has
not
he
really.
not?
Not really.
Try to cast my mind back. I feel like there was a mention of something, but it was still like a, eh.
Yeah, and he's an equal opportunist when it comes to the money.
Yeah, that's facts. Oh, Shin.
Oh, Shin.
There's a slam of the door, and Ren's got the dots, and Nana's like, sigh, whatever. And then he comes over, and Ren's like groping her down her shirt, and he's like, why'd he come over and then just take off? I guess I'll have to take you, since you're the only one here. And she's like, he came home with me. He said he wanted to see our hotel suite, but maybe he just wanted to see you. And Ren's like, he's got sparkles, and he's like, aw, that's so sweet. And there's a stomp, stomp, stomp as Shin's going down the hallway. And then there's a ding dong.
Room.
To another room, room 2606, with a ding dong. And then there's a click, and he goes in, and a slam, and it's Rira. It's Rira. And now they're hugging each other.
And we're back in the bathtub.
And we're back in the bathtub.
And Hachi says, do you mean they're doing it?
mean, that is what he just said.
It is what I just said. And then she like grabs his shoulders and he looks like kind of distressed and she's like freaking out. She's like, "Don't tell me Rira is one of Shin's clients." And then he's like, "I don't want to think about it like that. Rira seems to be really into him." And now she's still yelling. And she's like, "But Shin-chan only sees women as a way to make money, so Rira would be perfect. She's loaded."
Real Hachi? That's your takeaway?
The
Okay.
candid honesty. The candid
Mhm.
honesty. And he's
Yes.
like, "How can you say such awful things? Are you sure you really like Shin?" And then she's like, "Of course I like him. And that's why I worry about him doing this kind of stuff. I want Shin to be able to find true love." And then Takumi's like, "If you really feel that way, then help me out. Shin won't listen to a word I say. If this gets out to the media and turn into a prostitution scandal, it won't just be trouble for Trap Nest and Blast. It'll be something even more serious." And now Hachi looks worried and she's looking like down into the water. And
Mhm.
she's like, "I see. I'll do my best to persuade him." And he's like, "But be absolutely sure that this stays quiet, okay? Besides me, I don't think anybody else knows." And she's like, "Really?" And he's like, "If anyone else has caught on, they aren't showing it. Both Blast and Trap Nest are gaining popularity faster than anticipated. If something were to derail our momentum now, it would be disastrous. Not just for us, but for everyone on our staff whom depend on us to pay their salary. Well, Narita can die."
Fair.
Fair. Um, for all I care. But Taki-chan has 3 kids, and now Nana looks shocked. And there's like the weird horror manga spiral behind him.
Mhm.
And because he's in duress,
Yeah.
like our nation. Um,
Facts.
but everyone only thinking of themselves. And then big sigh. Wasn't it really okay for him to be talking so freely to me about secretive matters of such grave importance? And now he's like glancing at the rubber ducky and he's like, "What do you want, Pochi?" And to me, and to just me, no less. So Hachi's in her head about like him sharing real stuff with her. And it's like, babes, he should be talking to you like this
Mm.
in general,
Yeah.
across the board, about things that worry him.
Yeah.
This shouldn't be a shock to you. This should be like actively a part of your relationship, you know?
Yeah. I mean, he's kind of no, I guess it's more her who's been candid with him, not so much the other way
He
around.
doesn't share his
Yeah.
worries of work or of relationships or of himself. Like he's very slow to open up. We
Mhm.
know that, right? But like she shouldn't be in her head just being like, was it really okay for him to be talking to me freely?
Mhm.
Like he should be talking to you freely.
Yeah.
And she says, "Don't worry, I'll be okay." Or "Don't worry, it'll be okay." And he's like, "What will?" As he's putting a cigarette in the rubber ducky's mouth. Um, "You're the prime supporter of that selfish idiot." And she's like, "You just concentrate on your work and leave this to me. And I won't tell anyone, I swear. I'm here to support you in times like this." She really is like the golden retriever.
Mhm.
Golden retriever and war poodle.
Yes. The homeward bound we didn't know we needed. And Nana's the cat.
Nana's the cat. Nana's the black
Nana's the cat.
cat. Well, maybe that's why, like, speaking of Nobu, because Nobu's in the next scene, but like,
Hmm.
maybe that's why Nobu and Hachi don't end up together is because they're both golden retrievers.
Yeah.
I mean, in the real world, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But in the Yazawa verse, but also in that weird dating concept, it doesn't make sense because you can't do that because you have to have a black cat and whatever. I don't know. I don't get it. I tried to deep dive it. It's not that deep, so I gave up.
No, that's fair.
It's
Oh,
really not that deep.
one of the artists that I actually follow just picked up the first issue of Neighborhood Story and was like,
Mhm.
"Why didn't no one tell me that this was the prequel to Paracus?" And I messaged them back and was like, "Because you don't have enough Yazawa girlies in your life. That's why."
Yeah, the whole timeline.
Right? I'm just like, you don't know the right people. I'm sorry.
Or you didn't take the time to Google it. Or you didn't love it
Me
enough.
too.
You didn't love it enough to
Mm,
look for more.
that's fair.
Like, I found this shit back in LimeWire days.
Right?
Back when we had Pirate Bay and Napster, okay? Like, you didn't love it enough. Because if I can find it in early internet,
Hmm.
I found it in early internet. There's no excuse. No excuse for anybody.
No, it's
Yeah,
so facts though.
I torrented them
It's
all on LimeWire,
yeah.
including like the anime,
Hmm.
which I wish I still had. I think Nathan
Yeah.
still has that computer though.
Oh. Oh.
Uh-huh. I know. I know. I need to ask him
Boot it
because
up.
I need it.
Hmm.
Because I need it.
Yeah, just message
Anyway,
him.
right? Hi, do you still have that computer from almost 20 years ago? I think you do because you don't get rid of anything. So I need all of the Ozawa off of that hard drive. Thank you.
Please and thank you.
No, please. Just thank you.
Just thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
So we have scene change. And it's
Oh,
Nobu.
we didn't we didn't
I'm
have the
missing
last
pages?
page. Yeah. And this is
Okay.
the important page. This is an important page. At least I think it is.
It probably is important. I don't know.
Yeah, he looks at her and he's holding the ducky with a cigarette in its mouth, and he's just kind of like, because she just made that big old declaration, and he's
Yes.
like, oh, and he's like, oh yeah, I thought you were here to interfere with my work, and now she's holding her hands over here, and she's like, did you say something? Can't hear you. And now he has this like really
He's being
sweet.
flirty with her and being nice to her because he should be all the time instead of being a cunty face.
Mm-hmm. And now he's all sweet and soft. He's got sweet and soft panel, and then he leans in and he says to her, "I said I love you." And I'm like, "That's nice." And then he leans in to kiss her, and she's all blushy, like, "He said words." It's like, "Yes, yes, he did." And then back in her head, think boxes. He's like, "Damn." His words shot straight through my heart. I was really pissed at him yesterday, but I'm glad I didn't call it quits. I'll accept every one of Takumi's strengths and weaknesses. I'm glad I could feel love for him again. And then we have the scene change.
Dun, dun, dun.
Da-da-da. It's because that next page, like they were getting all sexy and stuff in the bath. That's probably why it's not there.
Yeah, but
Um,
like, they need to stop this. It's not for children.
I know. It's what, Kirsten? It's like anime, and anime is cartoons, and
They got rid
cartoons
of
are
the
for
good
kids.
website
I know, and all of our tea.
and all of our tea. And like, my only other option between this
Hmm.
translation, I've looked. There's the only one. And the only other
Mm.
option between that, well, getting it off the hard drive from Nathan, but is paying for like the Viz subscription, but then it's going to be the same copy you have.
Yeah, no nuances.
No
Not a single.
nuance. I like the nuance.
Mhm. And
Translation
no,
nuance. Activate.
yes, and no tea.
No tea. We don't have any tea.
I know.
I miss our favorite troll, Hachiko.
I do too. I wanted to know what everyone would say about Ren kissing Shin and how they would have just lost
I
their fucking
know.
minds.
I know.
I was looking forward to that part.
I know. They would have lost their minds.
They would have. They would have been like, "Oh my God, new ship unlocked." It would have been
I
like, guys,
know. Like Nathan says, everybody is gay, and everybody has to be made gay if they're not gay.
he's not wrong.
He's not wrong.
He's not wrong, dude. It hurts my brain sometimes. We can just be friends. It's okay.
Right?
It's fine.
It's okay to be friends. It's okay to not want to fuck your friends.
Yeah. All right. So we got a knock, knock, knock on the door of Nobu's room. And someone's like, Nobu, knock, knock. And he's like, coming. And there's a creak as he opens the door. And he's like, what's wrong? And it's our sexy older Hachiko, except it's not Hachiko.
It's not Hachiko.
Nope.
It's Yuri.
It's Yuri. And she's holding a little stuffed bunny. And she's like, I had a nightmare. Now I can't sleep alone, heart. And he's like, are you a little girl? And then our other girl in the other bed, there's a slam, click, shake, shake, shuffle, shuffle noise. And he's like, what kind of nightmare was it? Did you see ghosts? And Yuri's like, I dreamt that Yasu's hair was growing out of control. And Nobu laughs.
That's actually really funny.
Yeah, it is. Actually.
I mean, a horror manga. Okay.
In a horror manga.
Uzumaki, when her
Mhm.
hair grows into all those spirals, but like with Yasu. Like Yasu with all the spiral hair.
With all the spiral hair?
Yeah.
I wonder how Yasu would feel about spiral hair.
Yasu spiral hair from Uzumaki. I love it. I love that idea so much.
When Nobu's like, shh, hey, don't laugh so loud this late night. Oh, I guess she's the one that laughed. He's like, or our lady next door will get mad. And she said, oh, no, it was him. Because she's like, I didn't laugh. He's like, so I'm the one who's going to get in trouble? That sucks. And he's like, okay, let's just go to sleep. Good night, heart. And then there's dot dot dots. And she's got a little heart above her head. And then he's like, hey, little girls shouldn't do things like that. And then there's all the hearts above her head. And he's like, hey, 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 because I think she's touching him in a sexy way.
She's totally touching him.
Mm-hmm. And he's like, oh, man, what are you doing to me? And she's like, let's do it. And he's like, but you're loud. She said, I'll be quiet. And he's like, oh, really? And she's like, no, with the heart. Which, relatable. And then they both shush each other. And then they giggle.
Mm-hmm.
And then they all like kissing and kissing.
Mm-hmm. They do it.
And they're about to do it. Yeah, it's gonna happen.
Do it. They're gonna do it. Yeah.
And then
we have
Yui.
Miyu.
Yeah. Miyu.
Miyu, she left her room because she heard the doors open, close, shuffle, shuffle. She left her room. She brought her laundry. She's now at the laundry center. And Yasu is there in his robe.
Yes. His shigure robe.
He is very much shigure right now with spiral hair.
Yes.
Oh man. And so then she like notices him and he's like smoking and drinking coffee. It's the middle of the night and reading a book, which we don't know what the book is, even though I love Japanese books and I wish our books were like Japanese books because I love them. The little books, they're just little books with nice paper. So good. So good. Anyway, he's reading. So she walks in holding her basket and he goes, what's up? Doing laundry this late? And then she's like, speak for yourself. And drinking, no less. I thought he was drinking coffee. Is that beer? It's beer.
It's beer, yeah.
And then he's like, well, I couldn't sleep. So she's like looking for change. And she has change. She has change. And then she says, "You have any change?" to Yasu. And he goes, And then she's like, Can you change a 5,000 yen bill? And he goes, I definitely don't have that much. Well, then I'll buy your beer next time. And he's like, that'll do. And so he like gives her some change in her very tiny hand. Her hand is like the size of 2 fingers, and it's kind of weird. Not gonna lie.
I think it's the angle that they
She is
drew that
very
at.
no, she's very tiny.
She is very tiny.
She is very tiny.
She's wearing her heels right now too, her cute heels.
Yes, she's itty bitty. She's itty bitty. What is her job again?
Oh, she's just like, I mean, she's an actress,
extra?
but yeah, she does like odd acting jobs. Like,
They never really
I'm
super clarify.
no, it's more like, yeah, I play cashier number 2, or
Right.
whatever.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
And then she's like, thanks. And he's like, Miyu? And then she like kind of stops. She's holding her sleeve. Oh, because she has bandages on her wrist. That's why.
Mm-hmm.
She pulled her sleeve up really fast. And then
Oh, yeah, we did see it in that shot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, Miyu, I wish I had come back with you last night. And then it must have been lonely in your dorm by yourself. Oh, Yasu. And then she looks kind of shocked, and there's the washing machines keep making gakong sounds. Gakong.
Oh,
That's
man.
the sound effect.
Yeah,
Gakong.
mine are quieter. They say
Gakong,
whir.
gakong.
Yours are so loud.
I know. They probably are. This is a dorm room washing machine.
Yeah, that's fair.
And then she's like, not really. I enjoy my solitude. And he's like, I like it like that too. But since Nana ran off to become a bride, the room next to my door got awfully quiet. And then she's like, I can tell. How lonesome. But she's like smiling when she says it. And he's like, being alone and being abandoned are quite different. And now she looks shocked, and she's got Uzumaki eyes, spiral eyes. Okay, this is the theme. This is the theme.
This is the theme. The Uzumaki chapter.
With the gakong spiral.
Right? It's a spiral. It goes around and around.
It goes around and around. And
it's
now
the sound of Yasu's hair.
Crying.
Yeah.
No. It's Yasu. He's sweet.
He is.
And he says, but as long as I'm playing in her band, I'll still be babysitting her. I'll be babysitting again tomorrow. And so we'll be starting our tour. And then he's like, sorry, I'm just being sentimental. And she sniffs. And then she's like, wait, a tour? And he's like, yeah. So that's why I'm more worried about the girl in room 601 than I am about Nana. Oh. Was I a bit too sappy? And now she's smiling. And like playing with her basket of clothes.
No, not sappy.
And he goes back to smoking. No, not sappy, because we ship you.
Right? And now we have a scene change.
Yeah.
And they're on a train. They're on a train. It's going chugga, 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 chugga. It's more like a bullet train. And Nana's like, with a schedule like this, I'll never get to the ward office. And then Genpai is like, just write a letter of proxy and I'll send someone out right away. She's like, ugh. And then Shin's like, no way, Ren's mine. And Nobu's like, look, Shin, it's Mount Fuji. And he's like, cool. And he's a little kid now with his little star eyes.
Because he is a kid. He's literally a child.
It's just like in some moments it's like, oh, yes, this is an actual child. Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez. And he's like with a heart. He's like, Mount Fuji. And Nobu's like, it's the highest mountain in Japan. And Genpai's like, with Shin here, it's like a kindergarten field trip. Shin, turn your ringer off on the train. And then it goes a beep of the phone. He's like, yes, sir. And Nobu's like, oh, you're in trouble. And then he looks at his phone and Hachi is calling. And she's like, hello, Shin, did you get my email? And he's like, sorry, Mom. I'll be on the road for 2 weeks starting today. Actually, I'm already on the road. And she's like, really? I made a big to do for nothing because of the cookies. She's like,
Hmm.
are you on tour? He's like, yeah. To hit radio stations around the country, do interviews, stuff like that. But our first priority is doing in-store meet and greets. It's good for sales. If we get in good with the record stores, they'll promote the CD and give us some good product placement. And she's like, oh, all right. He's like, but I don't want to do anything but play music. The media's already all over us. Why do we have to run around promoting ourselves? And she's like, well, you do. You're still new to the scene. Don't get such a big head. You be humble, polite, and considerate with these people, all right? Even celebrities are working people. And he just smiles because he's getting mom told,
Hmm.
basically.
Yeah. Well, that's his
And
mom.
I know, it is so cute because now he's calling her mom. And I'm like,
I know.
I love
He should always
it.
call her mom because she is mom.
And he's like, all
Hmm.
right, mom, I'll work hard. But I want to eat those cookies. Would they still be good in 2 weeks? And she's like, no, hard, but I'll make them again anytime. Call me when you get back to Tokyo. And he's like, for sure. And is just all happy. He's like, yay, I can't wait. And then she smiles and gets off the phone with him. And then she's like, oh, how cute. Shin is so adorable. But he better not think he can get away
And then
with
she
whatever he
looks
wants.
super malicious.
Oh, she's super malicious. She's like, he can't get what he wants because he's cute. Like bagging a famous diva. He's so reckless. I have to give him the major beat down about this. It's like, but he's gone for 2 weeks. What should I do? We can't really talk about it over the phone. But it's not like he'll be seeing Rira while he's on tour, so it can wait. But now I have to eat those cookies. It's gonna sit and eat all the cookies.
Right?
Oh, it's fine. And then there's a ring of her phone, and it's Natsuko Komatsu, and I
It's her
think that's her
mom.
mother.
Hmm.
Hmm. There's a chugga chugga in the background, and she's like, "Hello, Nana, we're on our way now. We get into Tokyo Station at 12:30. Can you come get us?" And now she's like,
Yeah, she forgot.
she's,
She
she
forgot.
forgot.
She's like, oh no, I forgot. Should have reminded me earlier.
Yeah, you should have called me yesterday. And now we have
Right?
a scene change.
And it's Oni-chan.
Train
She says
station.
Oni-chan, so she says sister. And she's like, Nami come too. She's like, how's my big brother? And her dad is like, where's Takumi? He come? He should have come. Takumi does, and then his mom's like, Takumi doesn't have Sundays or national holidays off. That's why we had to come here. And then in translator note, um, Usa is a place in Tokyo that's well known for its temples and shrines. Shibuya is the commercial and entertainment district, consists of famous fashion department stores. Ginza consists of many department stores, boutiques, restaurants, and coffee shops. So now Nana's like in the front, and she says, "Oh crap, I didn't say anything about it last night. I wonder if Takumi remembers." And her dad's like, "Hey Nana, show us around Asakusa first." And her sister's like, "No, I want to go to Shibuya." And then the mom is like, "I'd rather go strolling around Ginza. Can't wait. There's been so much going on lately. I bet he forgot." And then she's like, "I better mail him." And he goes, "Ah, I forgot." He goes, "Ah, I forgot."
They both forgot.
Right? And then it says, "Forgot what?" Taki-chan, what time are you done? Are we today? And then Taki-chan goes, your parents are coming today, aren't they? I've already adjusted the schedule so that we'll be done by 7 p.m. And Takumi goes, thanks. And did I forget his name again? Absolutely, I did. Miyoko, I'm sorry. I'm
Oh
sorry
yeah.
you're so forgettable.
Naoki, yeah, poor Naoki.
Naoki, I'm so sorry. I got close. Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I always forget. It says I won't let you die, penniless Taki-chan. And Naoki says, huh? Your dad is coming to Tokyo? And he's like, not my parents, Nana's. And then he's like, oh my god, I'm feeling nervous.
Like he's gonna be there.
And Takumi's like, what the hell are you nervous for? Just don't come and visit, okay? What are Hachiko's parents here for? Says Ren. And Ren is like looking back, and so is Rira. And Takumi's like sightseeing. And Ren's like, oh really? Trying to be a good son, eh? And now Takumi is like walking in the apartment building, and he has like a little, does that say cake on the bag? I think it says cake on the bag.
Yeah, that's his
He's
cake.
like, Zai, this sucks. Bet they're having a good time at my place. I feel coming. Nana's dad is going to lecture me once I get in there. And then it's her sister, and she's like, welcome home, Oni-sama. We have a scene change.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
And
my
he's like,
god.
oh, hey, Nami, you're tan as usual. And,
Still,
and it says
he says
wiggle,
still
wiggle.
tanning, huh?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. With
You
her
know?
feathered Farrah Fawcett hair.
Oh, yeah, yeah. And then Hachi's like, sorry, I don't know why she tagged along. And he's like, oh. And then he just like pulls Nami into an embrace and he's like, it's good to see you, heart. And Hachi's in the background just freaking out. And then here comes the dad, and he's like, what are you doing to my daughter? Just one after the other? And
Oh,
he's
in
like,
mine, he just says two timing.
that's right, Dad. Call him out. Do it.
Yeah, right.
Because it's
Two
actually the
timing.
truth.
Crazy
Two
eyes.
timing. And he's thinking, here it comes. Sorry, sir. And Nami's like frothing at the mouth. Hachi's like, Nami, you all right? You're foaming at the mouth. And then there's like of one of those cool stew
It's a
pots.
hot pot.
The hot
It's
pot.
hot pot.
Mm,
Yeah, they have hot pot.
so good. And her dad's like, what's up with this place? It's so tacky and so uncomfortable. Aw.
The interior design is such bad taste.
Oh man.
And Nana,
Hachi did it.
no, yeah, Hachi. I'm
I
sorry.
thought it was
Just
pretty.
the whole like, what's up with this tacky apartment? The interior design is such bad taste.
Oh man. I'm like, I thought it was nice, but then again, extravagant. And she's like, I want to make it more chic and romantic, but it's getting more girly by the day. Why? Because you have fucking baby brain. Nami's like, hey, when's the meat done? I'm hungry. And the mom's like, don't just eat the meat. You need vegetables too. And then Takumi just starts like laughing, genuine laugh. And he's like, Dad's like, what's so funny? And he's like, I feel like I'm watching TV, like a bad commercial. And the dad's like, don't just stare at us, talk. You think you're too good? And the mom's like, speaking of TV, we saw it, Ren and Nana's press conference.
Okay, pause. Because what he says in mine is, oh, it just feels like I'm watching a TV drama. And the dad says, then stop watching and start participating.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, Takumi.
I called him an arrogant bastard.
That's fair.
Oh
Get
my
him.
god. Stop watching and start participating.
Yeah, Takumi, let your fiance know more of your feelings. start
Right.
participating. Takumi's like, really? And the dad's like, what's your problem? Why do you think we came here? And he's like, sorry. We were making the wedding plans and then suddenly had to put it on hold. And he's like, no, you don't have to apologize, but showbiz seems to be a tough business to be in. And Takumi's like, oh, it's not that bad. Of course it's tough, says the dad, I think. And then Nami's like, but the press conference was great. And the mom's like, we've already heard the details from Nana. We talked about how the postponements, they split that weird, necessary. And Takumi's like, yeah, but I'm just really sorry. And then her dad's like slapping him on the back and he's like, don't apologize. It's not your fault. Cheer up, man. All right. And Takumi's like, oh, okay. And Nami's like, yeah, big bro. I respect you for doing that for the sake of another bandmate. And the mom's like, you can go get your marriage license anytime. Besides, your daily lives are what are important. Takumi, you're a sincere and kind man. And I'm just happy knowing Nana's smiling every day in such a beautiful place. And Nana's like,
Sweet. Right.
stopped eating, looking at her mom, chopsticks in her mouth. And she's got like tiny blush lines. Takumi's got a sweat drop though. And he's all like, hmm. And she's thinking, actually, Mom, that Takumi is just acting this way in front of you, but in reality, he's a tyrant and a womanizer. Most days aren't so happy. And then Nami's just like, the meat's up, big bro. And he's got all 3 dots above his head. And the dad's like, come on, Takumi, have another drink. And then she's like giggling. Hachi's giggling with a hee hee. And he looks at her. He's like annoyed. Sweat drop. And then she's smiling. She's like, but I was happy yesterday, and I'm happy today. I might cry tomorrow, but I can smile the day after that. It's all right. That's real life. No matter what happens, if you hang on to hope, tomorrow will come. And there's a scene change.
Okay, so we have tomorrow will come, and then the TV lady. Up next is the weather forecast, and then it goes pee-roo-roo because a phone is ringing. And is that Miyu?
Yeah. She's drinking her juice.
Yeah, she has her hair pulled back. Miyu has her hair done. Yeah, that's different.
Yeah. Like her bangs are like back or something.
She's got like a clippy thing or something. Like her hair is like you can kind of see there. Something's going on with her hair where it's pulled back, kind of halfway. But it's November 5th. I gotta write this down. November 5th from Yasu to Miyu.
So it's like 2 days later?
Yep.
Yeah.
Miyu text. And it says, it's been raining since morning here. Everyone is stressing out. But I kind of like rainy days because I feel really calm. Maybe I'm just strange. Cute, Yasu. And he's in Osaka right now.
Yeah.
And she just like is like, she looks very pleased. And then it beep, 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 because she's messaging it back in. She says, I know the feeling, heart. And says, it's clearing up here. I like rainy days too. We seem to have a lot in common. I saw Oricon's weekly charts, and then there's a greasy manager dude. He says, Miyu. I don't, long line dot. And he's like, do you know where Yuri is? And this is Hosaka, Yuri's manager. His name is Sujimura Kiyoshi, 43. He looks like a Yakuza.
He does.
He looks like a gangster.
Well, I think he's trying to get, Yuri for her.
He's a porn star manager.
Yep. That's why he looks like that.
Yeah, because he is. So she says, And then he's like, we had a photo shoot yesterday and she never showed up. Didn't pick up her cell phone either. Can't get a hold of her. And then Yuri just dots and is like looking off to the side. And he's like, but I heard from Jinjen that she's been sleeping with Nobu. Usually when I hear one of my girls getting a boyfriend, she starts wanting to quit her job. And Miu was like, I think that's only natural. And then he says, this is about work. Personal desires should not be an excuse. We still have a contract in effect. And if you're just wasting time hanging around here, you should at least come pose for some swimsuit photos. Though you may not sell, you can't be freeloading here forever. Tap, tap, and he walks off.
Oh, he's so much meaner to her and mine.
What does he say?
He's like, if you're just hanging around here, go get into a bikini for some centerfold shots. You don't even sell, but you're still stuck up.
Oh,
And I'm like,
that's such a
dude,
different vibe.
yeah,
But like, what does he mean by she's freeloading? Is she not working?
I don't know.
Because he's
That's
not
not,
her manager,
yeah, like, go, go away. Like,
right? And now she just looks sad, and she's like she's got her hands tight. This is
mhm.
Osaka rain because it's the weather on the TV increasing in intensity as it comes up from Yugata. And then sha, that's the sound of the rain, sha.
Mhm.
And then clack from the blinds getting closed. People with umbrellas. And it says, oh wow.
Mhm.
And we do have a scene change.
We do. There's all these people. It's like this old guy and like this younger girl with a weird haircut. And the old guy's like, there are even more people now. We shouldn't have had a guest this popular for our live show. Don't stand in the street. We'll get complaints. And weird haircut girl's like, what the? They're all waiting for Blast to show up? What, what crazy fans? And they won't even get to see Blast on the show. And then there's a whole bunch of other people in here, and a guy with a baseball cap is like, I guess they are a visual Kai idol band after all. What's so punk about them? And then there's a other guy in a blazer, and he's like, why do we have to kiss ass to guys like that? And then weird haircut girl is like, you're just mad because you're not as cute. And then there's a beanie guy, and he's like, what? Why are you looking at me? And then the old man is like, come on, everyone, just deal with it. We can't afford to piss off their agency, so be nice. And now there's two girls outside standing with little umbrellas. And the one on the right is like, what's going on? There are already so many people. And the one on the left is like, is that what you call groupies? Close encounters of the third kind? And then this other girl, she's got pigtails. And she's like, hey, we're here, so I guess we're groupies too. I never thought I'd do something like this. And then there's this girl who looks weirdly like Nana. Don't know what that's all about. And she's like, you got a photo of Shin as your cell phone wallpaper. That makes you fan enough of Fujimoto. You like cute boys. Heart. And she's laughing at her. And Fujimoto's like, shut up. I was super careful to hide it. So embarrassing. And then I'm just like, oh, I remember the days of being embarrassed of liking boy bands. I remember that. It was kind of silly.
I think she's embarrassed for thinking a boy is cute.
Oh, interesting.
Well, you
Mm.
hide it, right? If you don't want your parents or friends to know, like, you're not allowed. You know what I
Oh,
mean? Like, you're
yeah.
too young yet, right?
Mm-hmm. You can't like boys. Oh, okay.
What would you rather me like?
Right. And then later when I say I like women, you're gonna get mad that I don't like boys. Like,
Right,
make up
because
your
you were
mind.
mad that I liked boys because you were Christian and you automatically relate it to some sexual nuance instead of just it being, you know what I mean? Like,
Mm,
yeah, it
right?
gets sticky fast. It gets sticky real fast.
Oh, yeah. And then this girl's like, I wrote a letter to Nana today. I wish I could give it to her in person, heart. And Fujimoto's like, I wrote a letter too, to Shin. And then the girls are just like, they have their little notes and they're giggling. And they're so cute.
It's so
And,
cute.
youth. She's like, hey, Nana. Um, well, then there's like this weird, it's only like the last two pages. So there's like a slam of a door, and Genpai is like, to Nanewa Radio next, please. We're running late, so hurry. And the driver's like, yes, sir. And the thought boxes are like, if you don't lose hope, tomorrow will come. I learned that from you, Nana. And then in the other car, Nana's like, why is it so humid today? It's November. It's so wrong. And Shin's like, global warming? I'm like, Shin, please don't remind us. And Nobu's like, huh? And then Yasu was like, you learned something new, Shin-chan? Why are you wearing so many clothes? Take your coat off. And then the think boxes are like, but the rain that day never stopped. It still wets my cheeks to this day. The rain that day came down so hard. And that's the end of the chapter.